Life will teach you. Life will teach you, Levi.
All right, Mr. Toastmaster, ladies and gentlemen, my grandmother always says this to me every day. She says, life will teach you. Now, what I learned from that at a young age was, a lesson I learned was when you think you're in love, you can do some crazy things to impress a girl. When I was younger, things that I would do to impress a girl, maybe walk her to class, hold her books.
Visiting hours for adult services are over in 10 minutes. Thank you for your cooperation.
Maybe buy her something I thought that's expensive, maybe, and just anything just to get her to notice me. So the girl that I tried to impress when I first moved to Antioch, I came to a new middle school, her name was Jessica Yoa. She was very pretty. Then I really enjoyed just seeing her. I felt like when she walked in the room, she had like a glow around her, like she was like a Charlie's Angel or something. That's how you know I was in love. That's what I saw. So, as I got to know Jessica, she was very popular. She was a cheerleader. Everyone liked her and always liked to be around her. And me being new, I was really the tall, lanky kid, not that coordinated. Didn't have too many friends because being the new kid, it was hard to make friends. But I really liked Jessica. She was in my English class and my history class, and I was always trying to get her to notice me. But Jessica would never look my way. So one day, I noticed that Jessica had a form in her hand and it was to apply for student elections. She was running for president. So that made me think that, hey, if I run for another position, I'll be working with her all the time. With her at lunch, probably have to call her on the phone to plan activities. So I was like, this is a good deal. So I ended up filling out the paperwork and applying for the position as well to be elected in office. So Jessica finds out the next day that I'm one of the people that will be running for office for the 6th grade class. Then she talks to me all of a sudden and says, hey, would you like to work with me with campaigning and things like that? She actually just wanted me to do all of her campaigning, making her cupcakes. She also wanted me to make her posters, flyers, things like that, which I didn't mind doing because she finally talked to me. So I did. So even though Jessica was using me in a way and wasn't that nice, it was something about her, I just loved her. So as I was doing Jessica's work, I stopped focusing on my campaign because I was so worried about her stuff. So that wasn't great for me. But speech day came along and Jessica was being sort of mean and catty to the other candidates. She was telling them, you might as well drop out now, you're not going to win, which was really mean of her to say. But so they do their speeches and then it came to me doing mine. I actually did pretty decent on mine. I was surprised. I actually got a couple of people to stand up for me and clap, which I was shocked. And Jessica goes up and she was nervous as can be. She mumbled a couple words and then ran off stage. The whole class started laughing. The auditorium started laughing. So the next day comes along and Jessica thinks she's still going to win the election. She comes in with the big attitude that she's already won. So the announcements come on. They announce the 8th grade class, then the 7th grade class. I'm trembling in my seat because I know that the 6th graders are coming next. So treasurer gets announced, I didn't get it. Secretary gets announced, I didn't get it. Vice president gets announced, I didn't get it. So I'm thinking I must have didn't win because Jessica's probably going to be getting president. So they call on the announcements for your 6th grade president, Levi Harvey. I was ecstatic about winning, but also I remember looking at Jessica, she was so mad. After that day, she never talked to me again. She never wanted anything to do with me. So I may have not gotten the girl of my dreams, or what I thought was my dreams, but I actually ended up being something better. I found out something I was good at. I was good at being president. I was good at being the voice for the students, planning events. I was also just really good at doing announcements. We had to do announcements every day, so that's why I miss doing all that public speaking and things like that. Also, it put me in front of an audience all the time. It got me out of my shell because I really didn't have my niche yet until then. So I really appreciate that. So I believe sometimes people are put in your life for a reason. Jessica was put in my life for a reason because she showed me what I was good at. Not only did I do 6th grade class president, but I did it all the way up until my senior year. I won every election and was class president because I was really good at it and people loved me. So I really appreciate that experience. Also, working towards my goal now, when I got to my 11th and 12th grade year in high school, I realized that, well, pretty soon I'm going to be graduating. I want to find a job that suits me and what I want to do. Since I love informing students and helping in that way, I decided that I'm going to go into broadcasting. So I interned for a bunch of places. I have my badges over there, I forgot them, but I've interned for KTVU Channel 2, CBS, Clear Channel Radio throughout high school, building my skills because I really want to be able to learn how to entertain people and inform people of important things in the world. So my goal is to finish school and be a newscaster. But the whole point of my speech today is that Jessica taught me a lesson that life will teach you. It just depends of what lesson you're going to get out of it. Thank you.